Hey everybody, Lord Magicus, and we're going to play more Merfolk in Modern. Originally, I was intending to play Legacy today, but I played this list at Philly over the weekend, and despite the fact that my team dropped after 4 rounds, this actually went 4-0 for me, so I was definitely holding up my end of the deal. And I think that this is definitely worth exploring a little bit because my God, it was strong and it was murdering people left and right. So let's go and take it through here and see if we can repeat that same success on a competitive league. So basically, the change that I made to this from my previous iteration is that I dropped Silvergill Adept. Instead, we're just going to play more 1-drops and we're going to have 15 Lords in the deck, and that's just going to give us enough muscle to beat basically anything. So the Silvergills got replaced by 2 more bends, so we have a better aggro curve, and I think I put in 2 dismembers as well. And having extra 1-drops synergizes with having tons of lords because it lets you put more power on the board more quickly. And I think the dismembers will help fix some of the tougher matchups, like stuff like the Heliod, the green-white Heliod deck, where they're playing like Vizier and Devoted Druid and stuff. Like having just this will be good against it, and even against stuff like Death Shadow or Jund, like this card's helpful. So other than that, like most of it's going to stay the same because I am going to have 3 Chalice of the Void in the sideboard. And a bunch of 1-drops. I did decide 3 Cavern of Souls is like the minimum I'd want to play with this. Um, because I have 2 Deprives in the sideboard, however, I did not want to go less than 16 blue sources. I have 19 lands in the deck. I don't think that you need more than that for this because the curve basically stops at 2 and then sometimes 3 if you want to play Regery, Borrower, or Force. But all of those are cards that you can play, or you can find a way to play them without actually having 3 lands. Like you have Vial for this. This is a 2-mana bounce spell, and this you can cast for 0 mana. So really, the curve in this deck stops at 2, so I think 19 lands is plenty for this. Yeah, and you have all the usual suspects in the sideboard. Stuff like Damping Sphere and Ashiok to deal with the Titan decks. Chalice to help against like Infect, Boggles, and Mono Red. The Relic and the Spreading Seas are good against Jund. Yeah, Seas just good against Tron, and so the Deprive comes in against that. You know, the Deprive itself is good against the control decks. You know, and we have an extra Grafdigger's Cage in here because you need a fair amount of graveyard hate, I think, against that stupid Ox card right now. So yeah, Dredge is pretty scary, so I want to have just some extra stuff against it. But yeah, the Dismember is just an extra copy to come in against the creature decks. So I mean, yeah, these are all cards we've played before, but I found that this worked out very well for me. I played against, let's see, I played against Burn, I played against Boggles, I played against the Bant Snow Control deck, and what was the other one that I ended up facing? Blue-Red Storm. So, actually, no, I'm sorry. Blue-Red Splashing Green Storm. That's what it was. Yeah, because she was playing Veil of Summer in the sideboard. So, yeah. I think, some of those were pretty close matches, but the fact that like I had so many lords in my deck helped me to punch through them. So it is absolutely capable of murdering things with aggro, and that's what I want to try today. I just could not resist the urge to give this a try in this league, so we're going to go and do it. Let's go and play. And also, one thing I want to say, in the future, I'm going to try to bring in people to do leagues with me. I think it'd be incredibly fun to have people play the league alongside me. It'd be more entertaining, too. So post in the comments if you're interested in that. Do it over Discord. So we are on the draw here. Right. This is an awful hand. This is not how I want to start. 5 lands in a 19-land deck is not good. Alright, mulligan. I guess this is better, but not really by much. Keep. I guess we're getting a breeding pool, and we're just going to put the island back in the deck. This is really not a good hand. Alright. Oh, this is the Dice Factory deck. I've never actually played against this before, so this is going to be new for me. I would love to pay 2 life. So this puts charge counters and things. Yeah, Dice Factory. I know that it exists and it plays like Tron lands and stuff, but I have no actual experience against it. So this is going to be fun, I guess. Yeah. That's not really the draw that I wanted to see. I guess I'm just attacking with Comena Speaker. They can just keep pumping up the cornucopia by using the Surge node. So I guess this is a deck where, like, Chalice of the Void's probably good. And I'm going to play the Trickster here, because if I draw a Lord next turn, I want to be able to play Speaker plus Lord. Yeah. So I have 3 mana. Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. I mean, it's not okay, but at least we have the Brazen Borrower. And he still has 3 cards in hand, so we can still attack. With power greater than the number of cards in your hand. So I can actually play the Lord of Atlantis and get in this attack, which I think is going to be important here. I guess, yeah, we just play the other Comena Speaker. So I have 11 damage in board right now. So I need to have at least one more creature in play. Or I have to get them to 10 maybe. So, yeah, they just have to play 2 more cards and then the Lord can't attack. If I can attack with the Lord next turn, then I can potentially bounce this in their end step and kill them. Or if I draw a Lord, I can just play a Lord and then bounce it with Borrower, and then they're dead. I guess maybe I should actually, like... Karn the Great Creator, okay. Alright, what are they going to get? We might only have one turn to do this now. So, I think we have to draw the Lord this turn or we're dying. So let's see. They do play 0s and 1s. So, Ever-Flowing Chalice, Mox Opal. Yeah. Okay, so on 0 is probably good. On 1 is also okay. Do have stuff like Ratchet Bomb in the sideboard and Snaring Bridge in the sideboard. No Mycosynth Lattice anymore, that's banned, but also probably Walking Ballista. And it looks like Thopter Sword, so... Neat! Alright. So I think Chalice and Zero is probably helpful against their deck. It's going to come down to, I think, if we top deck a Lord. Okay, yeah, Ballista is scary. I guess they have 2 cards. I can attack with a Lord here. Play Marrow Reejery. They have access to 4 mana. I don't think they'll be able to kill anything. I need him at 10 life, though. So I think if we can... As long as he doesn't play another Ensnaring Bridge, I think that we're okay. Well, I don't know, because let's see. That's 1, 2 counters. There's a chance. He's at 10 now, so... Okay, that's not going to do it. Okay. Charge counter. No! Alright, well, now we have to draw the second Brazen Borrower, or we're dead. Alright, if we don't draw the Borrower, that like, we have, like, maybe one more turn to do it. We're not technically dead yet, but we are extremely close. Literally, that was, like, the one card that we could not beat them having a second one. Well, that sucks. I guess we have to play Spreading Seas on, like... on that thing. Oh. Yeah, alright, pass. So I don't want them to have any lines where they, like, use a Ballista and then, like, get it back to their hand and then play it again. I think we still have, like, one turn where if we draw it, we might get there. And I will sacrifice the Waterlogged Grove to try to draw it. Damn it, this is like the one time where Echoing Truth would actually be better than Borrower. Chalice of the Void, X is 0, okay. I guess you're just playing stuff because you don't... I don't get that at all. Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, I can't imagine you're scared of any of this, so... Oh, you're just playing stuff off the top of your deck until you hit a land. Okay, so... I see. Well, we definitely... I think Chalice, Spreading Seas, and Deprive. Yeah, okay. Did they not use this? I don't think they did. Alright, well, we have like one turn to draw the other Borrower. Alright, I concede. No, nope, we're dead. No, that's fine. We had a chance, but like, damn. 2 bridges was too much. Seriously, that was just ridiculous. Yeah, insane. Just tell me, no. Alright, well. I want to see some. Yeah, it doesn't lose its abilities for that, so bouncing didn't matter because I had another one. So I don't think Dismember is very good here. We do need Deprive, we need Force of Negation, Spreading Seas, and I think Chalice. So I think we want to put Chalice in 0. Actually, this turns off Mystic Forge. That might be relevant. Alright, what do I take out now? Merfolk Trickster doesn't seem very good. I'm playing like Walking Ballista, so I don't know, maybe this might be too much. Maybe we don't need the cage. No, I think if the Mystic Forge resolves, we're probably already screwed. I'll take out one Benthic Biomancer. Okay, we'll do it like this. You could argue to bring this in, but I don't want to cut any more creatures, and I like all the non-creature spells. I guess this is okay. We'll keep it. It's got a nice curve to it. If they go for like Tron, then we can just Spreading Seas their land, so... I wish we had more creatures, though. That's the only thing. So it's likely this Waterlogged Grove is going to get cracked right away. Well, maybe not right away, but it's definitely here just to draw a card for the most part. Pass. There's nothing they can play in turn 1 that I would even want to pretend to counter, so... Play Chalice in 0. Play Breeding Pool. I will pay 2 life for it, and I need to Spreading Seas this to use my mana right now. Yeah, because they were going to have turn 3 Tron. Now he's kind of far away from it. We can put Speaker in and then play Regery on our turn. And hopefully we draw like a 2-drop Lord. That would be great. Then we can vial that in too. Damn it. That's actually really tempting. Okay, you know what? I think the plan has changed. I'm going to tick vial up to 3. Probably. Because I want to hold up this Deprive. It's not worth 1 extra damage right now. So if they play like Ensnaring Bridge or Karn or something, I need to be able to counter it. Blast Zone. Oh, that sucks. They can't get rid of the Chalice. That's a good sign, but they can definitely kill off the Speaker. I'm just going to do it now. They could take it up to 2 and then get rid of the Spreading Seas. Relic. Okay. So they're not going to do it this turn. Definitely tick this up. crack one of these groves in their end step. Well, I mean, the one grove, anyway. 2 blast zones. Ew, that sucks. Absolutely haram. That is not what I wanted to see there. Not really that either. I guess if I draw another Regery, I want to get it now, so... Alright, well, that's sort of okay. Okay, so they're on a 2-turn clock. Ghost Quarter. Yeah, Ensnaring Bridge is a thing. Yeah. It sucks. It's just... It's not really... Like, if I play the Vial, I don't know, it doesn't really help me at all. And here's the other problem. If I Spreading Seas one of these blast zones, the other one can just tick up. We're not in a good spot here. This is an Ensnaring Bridge deck, and we don't have anything really for it. I don't understand why you're relicking me. Like, Merfolk doesn't use their graveyard at all. Not good. You have 2 of this card in your deck, and you also had, like, this in your main, plus... Did you Karn for the one in the first game? Or did you actually top deck it? No, he top decked 2 bridges last game, so that's terrible. Yeah. Fuck. Alright, well, I think we're dead. Now the Forge is just going to get out of hand. I don't know, I guess untap a land. Maybe? I don't know. I can't imagine there's a world where this is going to work. Again, I can't really, like, play the Vial because it's just going to incentivize him to blow up this on 1 and this on 2. So I think maybe if we draw... I don't know. I'm having a hard time coming up with a line that's going to win. Like, if he, like, Mystic Forges this turn, and then we draw Brazen Borrower, can bounce the bridge, and then play the Lord and attack for 8. That could theoretically do it. Yeah. But it doesn't look like that's what's going to happen. This thing is definitely going to kill off this Lord, so because they're going to go for the sea so that they can get this Inventor's Fair gone. If I play the Lord, it doesn't actually do anything. I guess maybe I'll just play the Vial at this. I don't know if I can get them to use like a Blast Zone that gives me another turn so that they can't actually tick that one up. So I'm hoping that maybe they'll just blow up the ones right now. Killing off Kamena Speaker and the Vials is not the biggest deal in the world. I think the correct thing to do is, yeah, what they're doing now. Because there's no way I can beat this. This deck is fucking bullshit. Like, I don't... This is very hard, like, fucking hell. We can't beat this. This is too much. It's gonna... On 2 is gonna give them back their Inventor's Fair, and that gives them the ability to tutor for more nonsense. It's gonna be a slog to try to string something together here. They're going to kill off the Lord. Yeah, the mana artifact is irrelevant at this point. What are they doing? Okay, well, absolutely not. Now if we draw Brazen Borrower, we can actually win. But we have exactly like one window of opportunity to do this. Sure. Are they just trying to make me misclick? No! That's terrible. That doesn't do anything. And I can't play any of these creatures because it still doesn't do anything. We had one chance. They gifted us a chance and we just could not take advantage of it. Borrower, where are you when I need you? As long as these blast zones are untapped, we can't actually kill him. Because he can just blow up like both of these things at the same time, even if we bounce the bridge. At least if he would blow them up, then, you know, that way I would be able to redeploy things and then try to fight back, but I can't win as long as they're untapped. Two of these and a bridge is just so insane. I need them to make a mistake. Yeah. Now we don't even have Reedry to fall back on, so fuck it. I'm not interested in playing this because now there's no possible way that we can win. So, a fucking awful game to start off this league with. Just ensnaring bridge is like one thing that if you play blue-green, you're going to be a little bit weaker to it simply because you have less borrowers in your deck. And your plan is to like make your creature's power very big, not very small, to get underneath it. So that sucks. I don't think that deck is terribly common though. But I want to say it actually put up a result recently. I don't remember where I saw it, but I think that it is out there. People like I very, very rarely see or hear about it. So I don't know. It was an experience, but not one I ever want to see again. Alright, come on. On the play, let's see. This is a fine hand. We have a curve of creatures into lords. Against Draken 44, and they're mulling to 6. So we have an aggro curve, and if they have a creature that we're worried about, we'll just dismember the shit out of it. Pay 2 life, play Kamena Speaker. Pass. What are we up against? Looks like maybe Tron? Or no, Jund. That's what I'm thinking. We'll find out. Could be like Zoo. Or the Shadow Zoo deck, I mean. Looks like we're getting Thought Seized. Fatal Push, okay. Interesting. This lets us potentially play 2 creatures next turn. If he plays Tarmogoyf, we can dismember it and also play Biomancer. Okay, so this looks like Jund. Tarmogoyf, okay, that's fine. So now I feel much better about this plan. And I'll keep the... Yeah, I'm going to keep Vial in my hand, because if they play Liliana, then I want to discard the Vial. If they tick it up. Inquisition, okay, so they're definitely taking, like, Master of the Pearl Trident. That's all we got. And I mean, if otherwise, if... Yeah, we can definitely just, like, adapt the Biomancer and throw the Vial away for literally anything else. Alright, well, I guess this is just better. They only have 2 cards left, so... No Lightning Bolt, it looks like. They might just be dead next turn. Surprising. If you play Liliana, you lose. Okay, well, we beat, like, Jund in game 1. Like, that... this deck did exactly what it was supposed to do. Just have lots of redundant threats. Okay, so Dismember, Spreading Seas, and Relic of Progenitus are what we want here. Aether Vial is what we want to take out. And I think I cut 1 Marrow Rejury just to, like, lower the curve a little bit more. Borrower is actually... I mean, we could actually cut the Borrower instead. That's totally reasonable. It has Flying, though, and it has Flash. I don't know, that's really hard. Maybe it's... No, you know what? Maybe it's correct to, like, have the Rejury instead of the Borrower. That is rough. You know what? Actually, Force of Negation maybe is not really something we need. Maybe we cut that instead. I don't know. See, it's tough, because normally I don't like Force of Negation, but at the same time, like, I could just cut 1 Force. I think this is also good. You could argue to have some Deprives, and I don't know, this is probably fine. You know what? Ashiok is probably okay against their deck, too. So they do play a lot of fetch lands, and this makes their Tarmogoyf smaller. No, I think this is fine. We'll do it like this. We should have a pretty good game against Jund. We have lots of aggro and lots of disruption for them. This is a little bit slow. I don't know, like, I don't really want to mulligan it, though. I think I have to keep it. It's not really where I want to be. If they Thought Seize me, so be it. They're going to take Spreading Seas. No. What the fuck? They don't play anything with Basic Force. Astrolabe. Okay, well, that's interesting. I would not have guessed that. So you're playing a Jund deck with Astrolabe. That's real interesting. I guess here... Yeah, they might play, like, Choke, I guess, so play the non-basics first. So Spreading Seas is probably not super helpful. Though I think I would Spreading Seas that if given the chance. Oh, Ren and 6. Yeah, okay. Well, then Spreading Seas is... I mean, it's sort of okay. No, but I think right now, because they played Ren and 6, I need to get aggro on the board. So I have to play this Mistbinder, and I have to protect it with Force of Negation if I can. And just hope they don't play like Plague Engineer this turn. I'm hoping instead they go for something like Liliana so I can force it and then play the Regery and attack Ren and 6. No, I need this way too much. I don't want to do that. I really don't. But at least this way I have a shot. So I can play Tarmogoyf this turn. That's fine. Can actually attack through that. It's only a 2/3. Yep. This is okay. That's actually even better. So let's see. Options are I can either play the Lord and attack this, or I can play the Regery and attack Ren and 6, but then that leaves them with the Tarmogoyf. Trying to think, is it better to play the Regery now and maybe let them block it? No, I think that maybe the Regery is the better call. Because I might want to save the Fatal or the Dismember in case they play Plague Engineer. And I can always do it next turn if I want. Okay. This gives me more lines where, like, now if I draw another 2-drop Lord, I could potentially play 2 Lords in one turn. That would be the most helpful. If they play Engineer, I can Dismember it and play Lord and then still attack. Fuck. Sucks. I guess, yeah, we have to discard that. Yep. I still have 1 card in hand. Let's try to get this off the board. Fatal Push. I feel like I've been here before. No, cycling, okay. I don't know why they're cycling that now. Okay, so Ren and 6 off the board. They have 3 cards, we have 0, but we can crack this Grove in our turn to try to draw another Lord. Because that's all we're at. We're just trying to play enough things to go through them. Yeah, Lightning Bolt sucks. Well, I mean, it doesn't suck now. They can play like Liliana and just like Edict us. Looks like that's happening. Tarmogoyf, okay. Not the end of the world. Oh, that's actually beautiful. I only have 1 card left, so hopefully it's not a good one. We can still play Regery next turn, which is nice. So many lore. Alright, well, Colligan's Command is going to fucking rape us. We don't have any way to play around it, so there's nothing to it. Yeah, wow indeed. Okay, pass. Played 2 commands. That I think they only usually have like 2 in their deck. It's not a 4 of card usually, so it's brutal. Now, like, yeah, just like so fucking much removal. All right, command. And then they had the bolt, the Ren and 6, another command, the decay, fatal push. Jeez. All right, well, gotta try to race this somehow. Pass. We can take one more hit from this thing, but that's it. And we need like Trickster or something. You just keep drawing removal. Oh my god. No, okay, so cycle. No more. I can't beat anymore. This is like it. I'm down. I have no cards, no cycle or yeah, no cycle lands or anything. Well, that's good. That means they probably don't have anything either. Draw step. You're gonna make me discard? Well, you killed off my lord, but okay, you have a third Culligan's command. I guess that's a thing. Jesus. You just really want this more than I do, don't you? It's just ripping spell after spell that's just nut-crushing. At least we drew something relevant that turn, but this is ridiculous. Like, how... Okay. Oh, my god. Yeah, play that, play Tarmogoyf, like, we're in a very bad position. I guess we're playing Borrower and then praying. We need Trickster. It's not even in Dismember range, so, like, drawing Dismember would not have helped. Alright, that's gonna do it, right? Alright, fine. You know what? Show us. Show us what you're playing here. We need to have Merfolk Trickster. That's all there is to it. Alright, you had literal everything. Good game, opponent. Jesus Christ, like, that was insane. I'm gonna tell me wow. How about wow to that? I don't really want to change anything. I think this is just how we have to roll with this. I think the relics would have helped a little bit. I would love to be in the play. This hand looks fine. We'll keep this. Sure. I guess I could have played the Sanctum first, but yeah, we're not on the draw. Okay, that's a weird time to do that, but sure. The Relic is going to keep the Tarmogoyfs at bay for a little while. They cannot play Ren and 6 this turn. Now I think I'm probably going to Spreading Seas one of their black sources. No? That's fine. So the problem is, like, that's still a snow land, so if they play Astrolabe, they'd still be able to make black mana with it. Okay, that's actually good, because now we're protected from Liliana. We'll just start deploying maybe, like, Trickster at the end of their turn. It's not great. Like, too early Fatal Pushes makes things a little hard. I am not scared of Tarmogoyf in the slightest. You choose an instant or sorcery from it. They're not escalating it, so that's fine. They take Force of Negation. I guess I could have countered it, but I don't want them to, you know, if they attack with Tarmogoyf, like, I still want to play a Merfolk Trickster this turn no matter what. The fact that we have Relic means we can turn it off whenever we want. Okay, they know how this card works. Good job, opponent. So now this Benthic Biomancer threatens to block this thing and eat it. Can't reasonably do anything about this. No, I will wait till their turn to do it. It's theoretically possible it might matter. Oops, no. You can lightning bolt something. Are you going to call against command? We seem to be waiting for that red mana for a while, so actually this is pretty good. I think we have a good chance of winning here. Unless it's Damnation, which that could be. Liliana's okay. Actually, I'm not super concerned about that. Goodbye, Ben. Yeah, you may as well attack with it. the Goyf we can kill at any given point here. Okay, great. Well, we managed to beat Jund. Great. So that one game was like pretty ridiculous, but I think overall like the Swolfolk deck has actually a pretty strong game against it. And if you expect a huge presence of Jund, then out of the sideboard, Swole can also play Shaper Sanctuary, which is very good against them too. So, yeah, I'd say that's a pretty convincing victory. Like, the Spreading Seas definitely helped keep him off of the mana by hitting that Stomping Ground, turned off a bunch of spells. I assume he was sitting on stuff like Lightning Bolt, maybe Bloodbraid Elf or something like that. Maybe more Culligan's commands, actually. So, seems like that hurt him a fair bit. It just ran out of removal spells and then died. So that's what we want. We just want more Lords than they have removal. And I think that with 15 Lords, we have a very good chance of doing it. So that's kind of how I expect the matches to go. So we'll see. Alright. Join match. We're going. It's pretty slow today. On the play versus Caleb Yetman. Okay. Well, that's a mulligan. That's actually a pretty solid keep. And I think here, I think we keep this. And honest, I actually think the Aether Vial is the thing that we throw away. Is it? You know what? He mulled to 6 though. Yeah. So I don't know if the maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually the Dismember. Because the Spreading Seas draws us a card, man. This lets us go like turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Speaker plus Spreading Seas, and then that might draw us another Lord. So turn 3, you can Vial in a Lord and potentially play a second Lord. So I think the Dismember is what goes in the bottom. This gives us the best chance of drawing a second Lord and then having 3 creatures in play in turn 3. Which is what the deck wants to do. So we play Sanctum, Vial, Pass, and hope for the best. Mulligan to 5, that's great. Especially if this is like Tron and they're mulliganing aggressively, then that's just going to make our Spreading Seas on turn 2 much stronger. Okay. But I'm assuming, like, this could be like a combo deck of some kind. Like maybe Neo Brand. Windswept Teeth, okay, so maybe this is the Heliod deck. Arbor Elf. This could also be the Ramp deck too, okay. Well, the Spreading Seas is still going to be fantastic here. And I am going to play it because I don't want them to ramp to 3 mana on turn 2. So, and now we're definitely going to be able to play 2 Lords next turn. So this... Alright, well, he had a thing anyway, so that's fine. I don't know what they're really going to cast, though, that's going to matter very much. Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, so this is that red-green ramp deck. But we still have Island Walk against them, which is great. I guess the Dismember would have been good if we could have dismembered this thing, but... I was just hoping that they kept one land in that... Yeah, in that guy. Just... well, that's great. So what I'm going to do is play this, and I'm going to play the Mistbinder, and just in case something bad happens, I'm going to keep the other Lord in hand for right now if they have, like, Lightning Bolt. Yeah, okay, we still have Bolt in hand, so it's 3 mana, so what are you going to do with it? That's not really a problem right now. So this is going to be no. Yeah, that's really not going to be a problem, actually. They only have one forest, so... So the question is, do I let them ramp with this? I guess if they play like Glorybringer, I'm just going to dismember it anyway, so I don't really care. Okay, cool. Well, we just crushed him. Merfolk should have a pretty good matchup against this deck, especially because Spreading Seas is great against Utopia Sprawl, and Dismember is great against the Elf. The Forces are fine, the Dismembers are fine. Actually, most of this deck is actually just very good against them. There's not very much I want to take out. I guess maybe Brazen Borrower could come out. I don't think that's as necessary, and I guess maybe one Benthic Biomancer. Actually, I should take out a Kamena Speaker because we can cast this off Basic Island. We cannot cast that off Basic Island. And I think if we have a fetch land, then we're definitely fetching an island. Well, I guess if we have there's two fetches, so yeah. All right, I think this makes sense. Is there anything I really care about bouncing? I could take out one more speaker, but I'm not sure. All right, maybe this might be worth it. I'll just keep one just in case. The other option is I could bring in a Deprive instead. That might actually be better. The odds that I can cast it early enough, though, that's tough. All right, we'll take in one Borrower. You know what? I disagree. I should take out like one Force in the Borrower and bring in two Deprives because it's still probably fine. This hand, I think we're going to keep it. You mold to 6. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to play Flooded Strand and then keep up that to get a basic island. Alright, well, then I guess I'm getting the basic island now because we actually have something to play with it. It exposes us to, like, a Stone Rain or a Pillage, but so be it. It just protects us from getting totally locked out by, like, Magus of the Moon on turn 2. Which is definitely a possibility, like, that could happen. Yeah, okay, that I'm not so concerned about. Again, and here I'm going to play the Mistbinders first because we can still play these later. Merfolk. Let's see. I guess I'm okay with trading the Biomancer with that thing. They're on a mulligan, so trading cards usually is favorable to do so in that case. Like, the tokens can't really attack, so... yeah, that's not good for him. So what do we do here? I think we just play the Mistbinder and attack. Okay, Lightning Bolt, that's fine. I will pay 2 life for this to play the Kamena Speaker. Because we have, like I said, play the green spells first, because it's still possible you can draw basic islands in case of Magus. I mean, they only have so much removal, and like you said, mulligan both times, because this is a very mulligan-heavy deck. Okay, Glorybringer sucks, but at least Trickster can interact with it. They might exert it now. I mean, it's fine if they exert it, actually. So it's not attacking next turn. I guess we'll play Grove because I'm definitely going to think about cracking that. Doesn't untap this turn. If he plays Magus, I can just... So the choices are I can either flash in the Trickster or... Alright. I'm going to flash in the Trickster. This isn't going to remove its ability. The question is whether I just want them to have the opportunity to block with it. I don't think I do. Okay. So Dismember is a good draw here. That's not really a... Yeah, we don't really want that. The Glorybringer now can just attack and kill off the Lord. I can't cast the Force of Negation. If the Glorybringer attacks, like, they still don't really, like... They're not getting too far ahead, at least. Like, it's not out of range for us if that happens. Cannot play that, and let's see. I guess I'm fine attacking here, like... Because they... Yeah, no, this is a fine attack. Yeah, that sucks. I think they're going to get this one just because they had, like... They had just enough, like, disruption to get through it. I didn't want to have to play the Trickster there, but alright, that's going to do it. That's fine. Cannot come back against that. It's okay, we're on the play, and, like, their deck is a lot worse than the draw, so... Again, not super concerned, but I do think that this was a mistake. We don't want the two forces, especially, we want the Deprives. Because the Deprives can actually counter the Glorybringer, which is one of their best draws because it's a clock that also kills off creatures. I cannot keep that. This is actually great. Keep, and we'll put... I don't... They mulligan to 6. I guess I'm going to put Mistbinder in the bottom. I don't necessarily like doing that, but I think I want to keep the Deprive. Kept 6, that's fine. There is nothing he can really play on 3 mana, I think, that I'm concerned about. If he plays Magus, like, that's not a problem at all. And then next turn it lets me put a Lord into play with the Vial and still have the Deprive up. Yeah, I mean, they could have 4 mana this turn, so maybe Chandra's a thing. If Chandra comes out, that's terrible, I guess. I didn't think about, like, Chandra plus Utopia Sprawl. Do they just not have anything? Interesting. Alright. So maybe I have to let this die. Because the deprive has to be saved for something more important. That's actually a very good draw here. This lets me still hold up the deprive and still actually have okay, sure. Yeah, and I still have a clock on the board now. Stomping Ground, okay, so I assume they're going to play that and then try to play Glorybringer. Seasoned Pyromancer. I think that's worth countering. So they only have 3 mana this turn then. I think if they had Glorybringer, they would have just tried to play it. Okay, you have another one, that's fine. Discarded Kessig Wolfrun. So we just want to draw more Lords now. They have 2 cards left. I mean, I guess Spreading Seas would also be fine. That's not bad either. I can do that on the upkeep. Actually, if they play Glorybringer, I can even just flash in Trickster and keep it from attacking. I like that plan better. Nothing, huh? I feel like this means you probably have Lightning Bolt. Okay. I don't need to really do anything right now. Yeah. I don't really want to attack into this thing, because it just gives them more 1/1 tokens, and they actually have mana to do it, so it doesn't help me at the moment. I already discarded 1 too, so that sucks. But at least here, like, Trickster can potentially block something. Alright, what's happening now? Alright, they did find it, so... We need Dismember quickly, because this thing... we're just, like, drawing blanks, and they're not drawing blanks at all. Our good match is, like, going to shit. That is totally fucking useless right now. And the problem is attacking is also totally useless. I don't think we're gonna win. They kept drawing bombs and we did not. Alright, that's enough. They can kill both of our creatures now, so fuck it. Well, that's unfortunate. I think we just kind of drew really poor in this last game. We drew like 5 creatures and like 5 mana sources that game. That's not really where we want to be in a deck that's like, 50% creatures and only like, 30% lands. But whatever, it happens. Alright, we are on the draw against 1 job. It's just frustrating to like lose a match that you know that like you do good against, but well, it happens. This hand is fucking awful. No, we can't keep that. Okay, well, I guess we're just mulliganing into oblivion because like we can't keep a hand to save our life. We have to keep this, and we got to put Dismember and, I guess, one of these Mistbinders in the bottom. I mean, as far as 5 cards go, this is not, like, the worst, but this is Dredge. Yeah. Now, we have a lot of tools against Dredge, but I just don't know if this is going to be fast enough. I mean, that definitely helps. But this is still not, like, a fast draw against them. And, like, them fucking dredging Creeping Chill is not helping our cause either. What are you waiting for? Just go. I have to pretend to have Force of Negation, or because Cathartic Reunion is just going to ruin our lives. Are you fucking kidding me? 3 Creeping Chills out of the top 4 cards? Oh my god. What is happening today? Fuck, you're good job, opponent. You got me. I can't, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Fantastic work. At least they haven't hit a Dredge yet, but, like, I'm sure that off of this last one, they'll probably do it. Just, wow. Okay, so here they can put a Dredger in now. Stinkweed's a good one. Are you shitting me? You hit all fucking 4 Creeping Chills in the top 15 cards of your deck. Well, no, it would have been... You drew 7 cards, so really out of like 8 cards, you managed to mill all 4 Creeping Chills. What do I do against that? That's just... That's being really, really good at Magic cards. At least we know there's none left in the deck to play around. So yeah, you milled 8. Yeah, out of 8 cards, you managed to hit. Well, let's see. You only. I'm trying to think of like how the math exactly works in this, like, because you drew like 1 or 2 of those cards, right? Shriekcorn. All right, so they're gonna get 1 prized amalgam back. All right, Merfolk. We're dead to like them having yeah, if they have the stupid the what is it? Conflagrate, like we can't beat that card. We have no choice but to go to 4 if we want any realistic chance of beating them. Because I can't throw away a Lord from this prized amalgam. So if you find Conflagrate, you win. That's basically it. Cathartic Reunion. Okay, well, it's not good. They found an amalgam. Oh my god, there's 2 Oxes. We're dead. Alright. 3. Oh god, well, we are fucked. There's no way. Like, I can't put enough power in the board to stabilize now. Yep. F6. Our Dredge opponent, like, just fucking had it in spades. Oh, God. This was a game 1 that we had no chance of winning. At all. Alright. The Conflagrate is there. I'm not even going to make you go through the motions. I know that you can do this. You've got it. You wanted it more than I did. Jesus Christ. That was a game, I guess. So yeah, we bring in the Graveyard Hate. We take out Dismember. I don't think Brazen Borrower is terribly good here. Spreading Seas is fine. I mean, I guess I can take out, like, maybe one Mirror Regery. I could bring in Deprive, but I think the 4 forces are enough to worry about those things. I don't want to have too much counter magic. Be on the play. This is a very interesting hand. If I play Relic, I could play Ashiok. Alright, I'm gonna keep it. I don't know. I just wanna like play with this card. I think that this card actually like will destroy them, so I'm hoping that that does the job. If they try to blow up Relic, they're just leaving themselves vulnerable to Ashiok. We can just keep exiling their graveyard so they cannot get a game going, hopefully. And we have Grove to try to draw for another card later on. And play Island, Relic, and then turn 2, play Breeding Pool and leave this up. I mean, this was probably not a great hand, but I'm curious to see if these 2 pieces of Graveyard Hate are going to be enough to like stop this deck. Okay. Sure. I think this is actually a good spot to do this. I'm not going to give you free Narcomoebas. Of course, we drew like 2 more lands. We keep 5 lands and draw 2. That's how Magic is done, boys. Alright. Creeping Chill, of course. At least it wasn't a Dredger. That's good. And they did this in their turn so that they're going to have to do the last one in their turn as well. Alright, well, this Ashiok might not actually be as good as I think it's going to be. I mean, this turns off fetches if they find them, so I guess I'm gonna play it. They don't have anything in their graveyard for me to like actually use this on yet. But the Shriekhorn totally undermines it because they can do that at instant speed. So Bloodghast to fetch land, and Bloodghast. So they dredge Life from the Loam, get a land back. Surely they found another Creeping Chill. I will use Ashiok in my turn and then play like Benthic Biomancer. The only good news is that we're going to get to exile the Life from the Loam, so. And hopefully we can draw like a Lord or something. Okay. I don't know why you would do that. Like, you know I'm just going to exile it, right? Yeah, you're not getting those back. I have to play the Benthic Biomancer. I guess it just makes sense to adapt it now. Fuck me! We have drawn literally mana sources every single turn. Oh my god. I need to draw creatures. Okay. Well, the Ox and the Life from the Loam, that's not great because they might be able to get it. So I need to try to be able to exile this Ox before they manage to get it out. Even if they like play Life from the Loam, That will just let us exile another Dredger from them. Unless they can kill this right now. It's Stinkweed Imp. Okay, that's good. It means Ashiok is doing something. They already played a land, so we're going to eat one of these Bloodghast too. And if we can find Merfolk Trickster, that would help. We ate another an amalgam. Okay. God damn it! Alright, well, I'm gonna just trade this Lord of Atlantis. Well, no, I guess it doesn't even matter, because they can just send Stinkweed up here. Alright, well, Ashiok is gonna die. That's happening. They lost two Bloodghast, a Prized Amalgam, two Oxes, the Conflagrate, and all of their Narcomoebas. So it's actually like we hit a lot of their important stuff. They're just hard casting things now. Okay. Okay, but why though? Why would you not hit my face? I'm not gonna block that. Yes. We keep drawing lands because that's all that we know how to do. I hope that you guys appreciate just how absolutely insane this is. This is my luck playing Magic. Just, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus a vial. I am playing a 19-land deck, and I've already seen 11 of my fucking 19 lands by, like, turn 6. Oh, Jesus. I can't even be mad about this. This is just too amusing. Like, okay, yeah, you can kill off my board. I have no way of coming back from this now. You can just kill me with the beats. I don't have enough time to, like... I don't know what. If I draw Relic into, like, a creature, does that do anything? No. I mean, they don't have any cards left in hand, but they can just dredge more lands into the graveyard with, like, Life from the Loam, so they can actually use it. God, and, like, now, trying to block this Bloodghast is so dangerous. Because if I block the Bloodghast, then the Prized Amalgam definitely comes back and I lose a creature. I can't afford to block. I need to have Merfolk Trickster. That's all there is to it. But it's just, it doesn't matter at this point. Like, they're too far ahead, just like with the Stinkweed Imps. What I need is, like, Merfolk Trickster so I can Trickster down one of these Stinkweeds. But they can just keep dredging them back and playing them. Like, it's... So I guess I need Relic, too. What does this even do for me? Like, there's nothing. I'm still gonna die in, like, 2 turns. I can't attack into the Stinkweed Imp. Like, there's no way for me to establish a board at this point, because this thing will just kill anything that it deals damage to, and I don't have any way to remove its ability, so this attacks for 2. I think the correct thing for them to do would be to dredge the Stinkweed Imp back to their hand. Because then they can play it, so then that even if I find Merfolk Trickster, I could maybe like cast it and tap 2 of these down, but that's 1 turn at best. So, okay, never mind. They just found Creeping Chill because they're fucking awesome at Magic. Cool. That was one of the most hilariously like bad like draws that I've ever had. I drew 11 lands out of 19 by turn 6. Just, I guess sometimes that's just how your day's gonna go, so whatever. Ashiok and Relic were not enough by themselves. But, to be fair, I think if I had drawn things that were not lands for like 2 or 3 of those turns, then maybe they would have been enough, but I couldn't race like a 2-1 and a 1-2. That's realistically what it came down to. Like that, I can't race that, man. It's just pathetic. I think the deck has more than enough game against Dredge. Just that was the opponent like had a ridiculously good draw in the first game, and like mine was absolute shit in the second. Like maybe I'm just supposed to mulligan that hand. Like I accept that like mulliganing was probably the correct thing to do, but like even still, like I should not have drawn that many lands. That's just not fair. That was just, I guess that was like a dubious decision that got like punished with extreme bad luck. So, alright, well, whatever. Let's try to like at least win the last one so we get something back. Alright, on the play. This hand is exactly what I want. Okay. Sure, that's fine. I think I can beat this deck. Maybe. There is a chance. So let's see, if I play the Lord right now and they just bolt it, that's really bad. I think what's going to happen, they have to bolt it on their turn. I don't really want to force to protect it, though. That's fine. I would rather they just bolt my face. I'm not going to play the Lord because next turn I can play Regery plus Lord, and I'm hoping that they try to just go for a big turn here. Okay. Light up the stage, I'm guessing. You don't do anything. That's concerning. I'll just let them believe that I don't have another Lord for right now. There's also, I don't know, there's some universe in which this might make sense. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing just yet. That's interesting. Now if they like Lightning Bolt, I think I might actually counter that. No. So what do you have? Do you just have like a bunch of... Okay, well, we get to attack back for, like, just as much damage. Alright. I am going to tick this up to 3. So, right now, if I play the Merfolk Mistbinder, makes it 5, 10, 16. It puts him to 1. I think that's good enough for me. Let's see. I don't know. Do you have anything? But now my lords are out of bolt range. Okay, well, I'm definitely blocking 2 of these things this turn. I don't think there's anything they can really do. Mana more. Alright, well, go crazy, I guess. Maybe if they have, like, 4 of these in their hand or something, that could do it. I don't know. It's possible. You have to deal 14, and I have 2 blockers. Alright, I mean, all I have to do is soak up enough damage to not die, and I have 10, like, you have to basically deal 24 damage to me right now. I don't think you can do it. I mean, that's not bad. It definitely, like, does something, but I still don't think that's enough. Still go to 1, right? I don't think that you got... I mean, that was... I think, right? That was ridiculously close, but... Oh, wait, what do you have? Nothing, please. Nothing. Oh, God. Yeah, we survived at 1. Jeez. Alright, well, that was a hell of a game. Very tight on both sides. ZPZ. Yeah, okay. It's Chalice of the Void. I think that's the card we want in this match. And we take out Spreading Seas. And I'm kind of torn on Dismember because I actually think that we probably do want this card in some capacity. Reejerey is a little bit slow, but the thing is, like, they're going to deal so much damage to us that, like, losing 4 to kill off their creature is not always a bad plan anyway. Especially if that creature is a Kiln Fiend. Alright, take out a Benthic Biomancer and maybe, like, 1 Reejerey. Reejerey is a little bit slow. Do I keep Reejerey? I think I actually might want to keep him. No, I think this could be okay, though. I don't know, like, this is really risky. I think I'm going to try Dismember against this deck. And it doesn't seem like this is a good choice, but the thing is, like, again, if you dismember the right creature, it might just be enough to stop them. This is an interesting hand. I think that I keep this. Trickster can slow them down a fair bit, and we can, like, dump a bunch of creatures and play quickly. Okay, that's good. If they're just cycling in turn 1, then... So the question is, I guess, do I fetch here? Or do I play Cometa Speaker as a 1-1? I think I would prefer to play Benthic Biomancer. Merfolk. And then next turn I can play like Benthic Biomancer and Kamena Speaker if I want, or I could play the Mistbinder, either way. If I draw a land, I'm probably more inclined. Actually, I should probably play the Mistbinder instead. Runaway Steamkin. I do not like this card. It is very dangerous, and this is something that is absolutely worth dismembering. Yeah, remember how I said that it's worth dismembering? I think they kept their entire hand on the basis of this card. I'm going to dismember it right now. So I'm not letting them get a bunch... This thing is not going to turn into a 4/4 that makes them a bajillion mana. Not happening. And now we just start playing a bunch of lords. Yeah, Lava Spike. I mean, I'm not thrilled about that, but if that's where they're at, then that's probably a sign of strength for us. Bedlam Reveler, they're close to being able to play it. They need 2 more spells. I think the Abrade is probably going to get played on this Mistbinder. That's fine. They don't have any more lands, that's good. I mean, right now, their board is making this Dismember look like a pretty ingenious idea. Because it seems like their hand was entirely predicated on this spell resolving, so they could just chain a bunch of spells with it. Okay, so that's... I guess that's okay. They're not going to be able to play either one of these unless they drew a land this turn. But I feel like if they didn't draw a land, because they probably would have played that before. Which means I don't know if they're going to do anything here. I'm guessing that maybe there's another light up the stage coming. No, bolt. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. They didn't get to play either of these cards. That's pretty strong, actually. So I think I'm going to hold up the Trickster for this turn. The plan is to try to Trickster down the Swiftspear at the beginning of combat and then try to play Lord and then really hurt him. Or maybe... Yeah, no, that's close. Manamorphose. Sure. I cannot counter it, so they're just digging for spells to cast at this point. There's nothing in the graveyard for them to cast. If they have like another one of these, they have to play it now. I mean, this is sort of good because it means they're wasting it pre-combat, so that way that they're not going to get the triggers off of it. And if they just keep drawing dinks off of it and like that they can't actually cast, then that might be fine for us. Depends on what they do with this here. Maybe if they play like Bedlam Reveler, we might be able to bounce it back to their hand to make them discard it. Kozilek's Return. I mean, yeah, that's fine. It's not fine, but it's going to happen. But don't we look smart for keeping this Trickster now? I only have 2 cards left, so... They're not going to get the damage in off of this. That's great. Because now I can just bounce one of them with the Brazen... Well, I can bounce this with Brazen Borrower, so that way they can't actually get in any damage with it. And then just play Lords. Ideally, we draw another island on their turn. Or Cavern of Souls would be a fine draw. And if for some reason they don't do anything... Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'd prefer that they didn't have that, but so be it. There's also the possibility of adapting Benthic Biomancer. And the cool thing is, if they try to, like, you know, Lava Dart Benthic Biomancer, we can adapt it in response. And they'd have, yeah, yeah, the 1 damage spell is not going to kill this thing if we don't want it to. Lava Dart. Okay, so this is interesting now. I could let this die. I guess the question is, do I adapt this or not? I can adapt it, but then they can just sacrifice a mountain. No, I don't think I'm going to. I'd much rather use the Brazen Borrower to bounce the Swiss Spear. I'll wait and see if they're going to do anything else. If not, I can bounce the Soulscar Mage instead. Because that won't be able to attack next turn. Alright, come on, a land. Not a land, but it's fine. They do have a Lava Dart in their graveyard still. If they have Lightning Bolt, they might consider bolting something. I just need one of these creatures to connect with his face. I'm not playing the Aether Vial in case he has Shatter in his... or the... yeah, the fuck it, what is it? The red 2 damage spell that, yeah, the red spell for 2 mana that deals 3 damage to the opponent and destroys an artifact. So if I play the Vial, I give them an opportunity to play it, and I don't need to do that. Nope. I have no need to do that right now. So I guess if I just Brazen Borrower one of these right now, I win, right? Unless they have exactly Lightning Bolt. Alright, I guess that's what the plan is. We're just going to go for it. Well, they could sacrifice the Lava Dart and just take 1 damage. They have to throw away the Soulscar Mage to do that. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Alright, well, yeah, that's not good for us. Again, at least the Prowess triggers are getting used on my turn and not theirs. Alright. That's bad. We have to dodge a turn. Well, I think we have to dodge like 2 turns, so... we might have actually lost here because they still have 1 lava dart in the graveyard. They can attack for 4 this turn and 3 next turn. But, they can't use that for mana, so... So they can get in for 4, but like that's really risky. So if they get in for 2, like that's not enough either. Alright. Okay, so what happens here, they can sacrifice the lava dart, put me to 1. Yeah, right, because this will be... Alright, I guess if they have any spell, I'm dead. But the plan is I just need to be able to... Well, they're going to sacrifice the mountain to, like, on the Brazen Borrower. I don't know if I don't have a better plan, though. Like, that's just... I'm going to have to just accept that this goes like this. Like, they actually have a very good chance of killing me now. Top decking a land or, like, any 1-mana spell does it. Yeah, we'll do it. Alright, well, that was rough. Fuck. We were very close. They needed to, like... I don't know. The Kozilek's return was extremely unexpected, that's for sure. I do think, though, that the Dismember was probably a good plan. I don't think the Damping Sphere is what I really want. That was ridiculously close. No, I think at that point we were hoping that they didn't have anything, because if they couldn't cast anything for 1 mana, they'd have to throw the mountain away to kill the Borrower, and then have no mana to play stuff, and then we'd be able to play the Lord, block one of their creatures, and like, again, just hope they don't have another land, and that way we could try to kill them like that, or just play the other Borrower and try to get in that way. Alright, well, we are on the play this time. I'm going to keep it. I think this is fine. It's a very, all in on this Vile plan, so we're hoping that they don't have the Smash to Smithereens. That's the one I'm thinking of. I just want them to be all in on like this creature, and then I can dismember and kill it. So really, land is what we want to draw. That's exactly it. Play this. Yeah, I'm definitely going to kill that. Card is way too dangerous. It's totally worth 4 life, I think. Yes. I'm just going to put my foot on the gas as hard as I possibly can right now. And we will adapt to Biomancer in my turn, hope to draw another Lord, so that way we can just continue beefing on everything. So, yeah, right now we have 13 power in play. That's not bad. Now, they could just start bolting things. That's always possible, but... Right now, we are the one in the driver's seat. Like, everything is not aimed at our face. It has to be aimed at our creatures, because they're going to die if it's not. Like, we're threatening to just top deck a creature, tap down their Soulscar Mage, and then they die. Yeah, blockers seem like a good plan. What? Lightning Bolt, I guess it is? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I mean, that sucked, but... No. Come on, Trickster. That's a little bit too late. So now here's the question. Do I attack with everything? So I have to block, I think, at least one of these, or otherwise I'm going to die. I can attack them for 6. I think the right thing to do is probably attack with these two. They only have to cast 2 spells. If they resolve 2 spells, we're dead. So they had just like a ton of creatures, and I have 2 cards left, so let's see. If they only have 2 cards left, though, but if one of them's like Lava Dart, then we just lose on the spot. So I guess, yeah, like, do we just hope, like, casting 2 spells? If one of them's even a bolt, like, it doesn't have to be aimed at her face. It could be aimed at a creature, so they already cast 1 bolt, but, like, yeah, I think at this point we just have to attack them with everything, because the odds that we're going to survive this turn are very low anyway. So we may as well put ourselves in the best chance of actually trying to kill them. They have 3 cards. They only have to cast 2 spells, so that's one of them. And where's the other one? Not yet. I guess they're just waiting to see if I have something. No. Alright. Alright. You got it. Like, yeah, they had Bolt anyway, so we can't beat Lightning Bolt in any case. Frustrating. This was like the worst league that we've had in here in forever. Just absolutely abysmal. I don't know what happened, because when I played this deck on Saturday, like, it was like a completely different deck, but just, I don't know, like, we didn't get the Chalice early enough against this deck. I think if we keep a hand that has, like, Chalice against them, like, that's way, way better. And there's just the fact that, like, they kept a hand with so many creatures in it, and, like, it just worked out perfectly for them in that game. And, like, I don't know, the rest of them, like, Dredge was insane. There was no way that we were winning that. And, like, yeah, the same, like, Ponza, or I guess the Gruul ramp deck, like, again, like, that's a match that I think we could win, but I don't know, like, it just did not work out for us at all. And I mean, they had Glorybringer both times, and we did not have, like, a way to deal with it until it was way too late. That's rough. And I forget what the other one is. Like, this league sucked. So I don't know. I still think that this is, like, the correct way to build this deck. Like, I'm not willing to throw it away just because of, like, one bad league. It's way too early to do that. I don't know. I've seen it do well. I know that it does well. So it's gonna take way more than this to deter me and convince me that it's not right. So yeah, unfortunately, that was terrible. At least everybody got to witness this with me. It was just wow. But oh yeah, the ensnaring bridge thing, like Dice Factory. Like, there is no fucking way we could beat them drawing 2 ensnaring bridges. That we could beat 1 ensnaring bridge. We can't beat 2 of them. Like, and the ballista on top of it. Just too much. So Yeah, I'm sorry everybody, but that's just how it is today. Well, we'll try again next time, but definitely the next league we're gonna play is gonna be Legacy because I have to get back into that format for preparation for more events this month. So, yeah, I'll take your pity thumbs up, please. Press F in the chat, for getting totally wrecked tonight. So, all right. Well, I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.